What's up, everybody, man? Y'all know who I be. It's your man, who? CYGG, man. I'm back with another gaming video, and today I'm about to be talking about Madden 19, the new update that just came out, man. They said that they made a lot of big improvements, so I really want to look into this. And you know, as you guys see, talking about adding new celebrations and franchise mode and stuff like that. But first, let's get into the franchise updates. Now, they talk about to add the ability for, you know, certain stadium teams to be able to open their stadium, and I really like that, man. It talked about the ability for the commentary to reference, edit draft class picks, and it talks about, you know, the certain defenses and stuff like that. Like on this one, I'm specifically going to be skimming through them. The reason why, because I feel like they didn't address one of the major things in franchise mode, which is your tight end. If any of you guys have a tight end, then you know what I'm saying. My tight end led the league in receptions and receiving yards and still got no XP. Like, there's not a proper XP system for certain tight ends, and that's what I really didn't like, and I feel like they didn't really address that within this patch. Now, in this one, it talks about adding the new, you know, touchdown celebrations and stuff like that, and it said double the number of team celebrations available after touchdown. But in the next one, you see it talks about, you know, added new signature touchdowns for Ezekiel Elliott. Now, as you guys can see on the screen, I run a touchdown with Ezekiel Elliott, and you guys are about to see the signature touchdown that Ezekiel Elliott has. I did two just in case, and like I said, I'm just let you guys watch it. Now, basically, in the next one, it also talks about how they updated specific players' faces. And as you guys can see, these are a list of the players' faces. I'm going to be showing them on the screen. But first, let's talk about the guy that they were, you know, showing all this stuff on their, you know, Twitter page and stuff like that, which is the arm tape for Alvin Kamara. Now, if you guys know, they added the nose ring for Alvin Kamara as well as the arm tape. Now, they said October 1st the tape will be returning, because you guys know that Alvin Kamara said he didn't want to play the game unless they had his arm tape. Now, we all know that the arm tape is only available for Alvin Kamara. It's kind of like the Madden 12 RG3 thing, where RG3 was the only one that got to wear an arm sleeve. In this case, Alvin Kamara is the only one that get to wear the arm tape. Now, I'm basically going to be showing you guys, you know, the rest of the updated faces. Now, understanding the players, I forgot to put Deshaun Kaiser, but onto the gameplay updates. They are increasing the frequency of face mask penalties when doing the strip ball adjustment to aggressive, and I'm glad they increased that, because it's too many people that uses the, you know, y'all know that the strip ball feature is so damn cheesy. Y'all know that. And it's also saying that they tune the quarterback's chance of fumbling. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how many times I have hit stick a quarterback with Jadeveon Clowney, Anthony Barr, Bobby Wagner, so many other big time or big hit players, and the quarterback still holds the ball. And that's why so many people are not even scared to scramble, bro. And I'm glad that they're doing that. And they said that they improved, you know, the running animation, you know, when holding the accelerated burst button. And they also, you know, decreased the, you know, disengage angles for defenders versus the run game. Now, the fair catch thing, I'm glad that they did that, because a lot of people will wait till you get to them and then call fair catch, and then as soon as you hit them, or, you know, y'all already know y'all get penalized for it basically. So I'm glad they fixed that. Now, on to the next big thing. Now, this is what I really care about. Now, this is pass coverage. Now, basically it said it improved the zone logic for cover 3 and cover 4 versus multiple crossing routes such as the play action boot over plays. Now, I immediately went and tested this as soon as I seen this. Now, as you guys can see on the screen, you see, you know, it's cover 4, and I'm running the play action crosses. Now, let's see how effective it is. as you guys can see, it can still beat cover 4. Now, I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, it can still be cover 4, but it also said that cover 3 would help. So I ran this play also against cover 3, and let's see what the end result is. As you guys can see, B for the TD, and then you already know he about to do the dance. Yeah, 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 shoot, shoot, hey, shoot. Anyways, man, we're not here for that. But after I read, I was like, all right, man, it said that the cover 3 will correctly cover both the flat and the wheel routes on the fake screen wheel plays. So after reading that, I immediately went to go test that as well. You guys know me. So as you guys can see, I'm running a fake screen wheel play against cover 3. I looked at what it said. So there you go. As y'all guys can see, wide open. The defender at least attempts to make a play. He tries a little bit harder. Now I will give it a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, I give it a little bit of a pass because it's Cowboys defense. Now it said improves zone logic for cover 6 and cover 4 quarters coverages versus trips formation. As you guys just seen, I did cover 4 against the play action, crosses, and it torched it. So, I did I did cover 4 against the fake screen wheel. So I was like, you know what, maybe this helps because that's what the patch note says. So I tested it and it covered perfectly. It did its job. And I was like, you know what, that's a green for the patch notes right there. So I went back to the patch notes and I was like, okay, let's test out this cover 6 then. Because, we got to see this. We got to see this, man. We got to see if this actually works. So here's cover 4. As you guys can see, cover 6, excuse me. This is cover 6 against the play action crosses. Now, as you guys can see, the wide receiver was open, but the safety did come down and play it. Now, you guys know how I am. If a weak defense can play it, then a good defense can play it even better. So once again, he was open. Bow, the cornerback comes around and plays him. So I was like, okay, man, maybe this cover 6 is actually working. So after that, I did cover 6 invert, if I'm correct. And yeah, bro, it played it well again. No, if I'm correct, I think that was cover 4. Yeah, that was cover 4 that you guys just seen. This is cover 3 against it again because I wanted to test because it said cover 3 could help. So I tested cover 3 one more time, and cover 3 and cover 4 isn't really effective against it, but cover 6 seems to actually be an improved coverage against those play action crosses or those crossing routes coming across the field. So I would trust cover 6 more than I would trust cover 4 and cover 3. Now it talks about the real player motion, and it talks about how they fixed it when the quarterbacks sometimes fall to hand the ball off to the running back on blunt dive plays. I have had this happen to me plenty of times, and I hate it. And it also talks about the pre-play where it addressed rare online exploits being used by the custom playbook guy. Now I went up against a guy who, for some reason, he would set up in a certain play. He only have 3 rushing, but if he blitzed the middle linebacker, he automatically touches me. It's like an unstoppable nano blitz. Like, really, it's an unstoppable nano blitz. Now, in the blocking, it talks about how it has improved the block targeting for running backs. Now, one of these things that I have complained about in Madden is when the running back just sits there and lets your quarterback get hit. Like, he literally sits there and lets your quarterback get hits. He doesn't engage. I don't mind if my running back gets bowled over. If he gets bowled over, if he gets knocked over, if he gets jumped over, damn it, that even gives me at least another second to find my target for the ball to get out of my quarterback hands. But instead, the running back literally does nothing. So they said they improved that. I will be looking for that to happen, and it said it improved logic for pass rushing, exploits dealing with the defenders being placed in coverage or QB spy assignments, who would then quickly rush up the middle formation. That is just what I just finished talking about. A guy would get in 3 down linemen, and then he'll have a linebacker spying, and then he'll just blitz him, and he will automatically get to me. Like, he would automatically get to me. So I'm glad that they're supposedly fixing that one. In order for me to actually stop that play, I had to make the lineman ID the mic back. And if you guys don't understand how that works, you press LT or whatever. If you're on PlayStation 2, you press L2 and you ID the guy that they keep sending. Now, where this can get a bit confusing is when they start to mix up their spies. So I'm glad that they actually fixed that. It looks like Madden is actually trying to make, you know, a little bit of progression. It's still not enough compared to all the things people complained about in the beta. You know, most of that still has went unfixed, but I hope that they still continue to try to make the game better. Now, me personally, I haven't really been playing Madden that much in the past few days. It's mostly been 2K and Fortnite, settled because Madden has been, bro, this year I didn't like, so far this year Madden so far has not really just been that interesting to me. But when I actually see them at least attempt to try to make things better, even though I know they could, you know, have been done this before the game release, it gives me some hope about this. You know, it gives me a little bit of hope, but I at least hope, you know, that they can fix this game. I feel like it's a little too late because people that already had, you know, months to play the game before releases like, you know, 2K and other games came out, and then they seen how unfinished the product was. But do you guys still think Madden can improve and be that, you know, game that we all, you know, like to play? Or do you feel like it's just going to stay where it's at and these patches are going to come out a little bit at a time, still fixing little things when they can still fix big things? Go down to the comments and let me know. Until next time, it's your man Who, CYGG, and I'm out.